Hello and welcome to Tiger Streak. Hey, guess what? This is a work with me video. That means I'm going to solve this problem. You're going to have a piece of paper and pencil out, and we're going to do this together, my friends. So, without further ado, let's get on with the scenario. Okay, so you are a scientist studying the mighty tiger on the Asian continent. You find a streak of 37 tigers. Now, a streak of tigers is a herd of tigers, right? So, your team of scientists add all their stripes and find that they have 967. Let's write that down. 967 stripes in all. If each tiger has the exact same amount of stripes, then how many stripes does each tiger have? So that means we're going to divide this by the 37 tigers that are in that tiger streak. So the very first thing we've got to do is write our counting by the numbers with 3 and with 7, and we're going to write those right up here. And here we have it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. And 7, 14, 21. 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, and 70. Now, here's the thing. When we're working with this number, we're going to use 40 to estimate how many times the 37 will fit inside the 967. So this is our estimation number. That means I want to write that along the top here as well. And here we go. I wrote these in blue because this is for our estimation. And here we go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and 40. And now we are ready to create our area box. I love it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to draw my nice little area box here. And I'm going to plug the 967 right in here. 967. And I'm going to plug my divisor, 37, right here. So 30 and 7. Now, before we go on, I want to make sure that you have all your counting by the numbers written right up here, and you have your area box written right here. So once you have that ready, hit play. Actually, first hit pause, then hit play when you're ready to go. Okay, let's rock and roll. So 37 has 2 digits, and so that will fill up the 9 and the 6, right? So I need a place value holder for the 7, so I'm going to add a 0 here, and then anything times 0 will give me 0 down below, and now I'm ready to start looking for what's going to fit into 96. So I'm going to use my guesstimation number, right? My estimation or guesstimation, whatever you want to say, right? At any rate, so I'm going to use 4, but remember this is 40, so I got to add a 0 behind any number here. So this is really 40 and 80, and that's all that's going to fit into 96, right? So I'm going to multiply this by 1, 2. So I'm going to put a 2 right here. It's really not a 2, it's really a 20, right? So now I've got my 0 here, and then 2 times 7. Now here I'm going to use my 7s across here, right? And 2 times 7 is going to give me 1, 2, 14. So I'm going to drop my 4 here, and drop my 4, and I'm going to carry my 1 right there, which I'm going to have to add in a second, right? So now I'm going to use my 2 times 3, and I have to just go 1, 2, and bam, it's 6. But I got to add this 7, so I'm going to add 7 to it, or the 1. That's not 7. That's plus 1 gives me 7, and then I'm going to drop my 7 right here. So now I'm ready to subtract, but before I do that, I got to look for any trouble coming. I don't have any trouble coming here. I don't have any trouble coming here, and right here I am good to go as well. So I'm going to make my next area box, and then I'm going to subtract, right? So I'm going to give myself a little bit more room to work here, and here's my next area box. And let's rock and roll. So I got 7 minus 0 is going to give me 7. And then I've got 6 minus 4, which is going to give me 2. And next I've got 9 minus 7, which is going to give me 2 right here. So what I'd like you to do right now, before we go any further is go ahead and pause the video and copy down what I've got right here. And when you're ready, hit play again. Okay, so you're back, hopefully. Anyway, let's move on. So now, once again, I'm going to be looking at the 37, and it cannot fit into the 22. I actually have to go all the way over here, right? So I'm looking for what's going to be about 227, right? Now I'm using my estimation number, and I got to add a 0 to this. So that's 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, right? 240, and that's too much, right? So I'm going to drop down to 200 and see how that works for me, right? So that means I'm going to multiply this by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to plug a 5 in right here. So I'm going to put my 5 right there, and then I'm going to enlarge this so I got a little bit more room to work. Oh wait, no, I got to be able to see my numbers, don't I? So here we go. And 5 times 7, so I'm going to just come across 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's going to give me 35. So I'm going to drop my 5 and carry my 3, right? So drop my 5 and carry my 3 right over here. And then I'm going to go 5 times 3, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to give me 15. But I got to add these 3, so that's 16, 17, 18, right? So I'm going to add that, and that's going to give me 18. And now I'm going to subtract, right? But before I do, I've got to look for any trouble coming. I'm going to enlarge this so I have a little bit more room. And I've got no trouble coming here, but bam, I got some trouble coming, don't I? That 2 cannot subtract 8 from it because, hey, it's just not big enough, right? So we're going to borrow from this 2, turn that into a 1, and turn that 2 into a 12. And now we are good to go. So before we do that, though, actually, no, let's go ahead and we'll make our next area box, and then I'll let you copy after we do the subtraction. How about that, all right? So let's go ahead and subtract. 7 minus 5 is going to give me 2. And 12 minus 8 is going to give me 4. And then you're going to see, actually, this is what's really cool about area division. Normally, you can see that you can fit one more 37 in here. And normally with long division, you'd have to erase this, but we're going to just add up on top here. So before we go any further, please copy all this, make sure you got it all, and then we're going to move on. Okay, so let's rock and roll. So now, as you see, I can fit one more 37 in here, and I don't even need to use my estimation with the 40 because it's pretty clear I can fit one more 37 in here. So I'm going to move the tiger out of the way, and I'm going to add one more 37 right up there, and that's going to give me 37 down here. I'm going to write that in, 37, and now I can subtract, and before I do, I got some trouble coming here, don't I? Because I cannot take 2 and subtract 7. So I'm going to borrow from here, and I'm going to just turn that into a 3, and then turn that into 12. 12 minus 7 is going to give me 5. So I've got 5 as my remainder. And I know that because the 5 is smaller than 37 here, right? So now all I have to do is add this straight up, right? So I'm going to draw my line straight across here, and remember I'm adding up now, right? So I've got 0, 5, and 1 is going to give me 6. So I got 6 right here, and then I'm going to just bring the 2 straight on up, and I've got 26 with a remainder of 5. So that means that the stripes on these tigers are actually not equally dispersed, right? There's 37 tigers and 967 stripes, and each tiger has 26 stripes, but there's 5 stripes that are left over. Now that means that there may be a few tigers that have an extra stripe on them, right? And so they're not exactly equal, but if you go by what the scenario said, then you know that each tiger is going to have 26 stripes, and there's going to be a couple tigers that got an extra stripe or 2. So that is how you solve the problem. Before you do anything else, please make sure you have all this written and that it's written correctly. The next one you're going to do totally on your own, and then you will check it with me after you do it. So remember to write your counting by the numbers up here and your estimation counted by the numbers, and you're good to go. Hey, until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon. And now, on to counting by the numbers. This is a great strategy for anybody who does not have all their multiplication facts memorized. Counting by threes. Ready? Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Counting by fours. Ready? And 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Counting by sixes. Here we go. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. Counting by sevens, here we go. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. And counting by eights, here we go. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. Counting by nines, here we go. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90.